What's up, fam? It's your girl Shannon Owens, personal development coach, and it's Friday. I know it's follow up Friday, and we haven't done anything since Sunday, and we didn't do a temperature check Tuesday, but I'm hoping you are grasping that for yourself. I'm hoping that it's just something that's becoming a habit. We've been doing this for over 6 weeks now that you get it. You just go into the week with the mind frame of what can I do better to better me. So that's what I'm on here again today. I'm excited. I know the holidays were yesterday. Happy belated Thanksgiving to everybody. I hope you all had smiles to share. I hope you all made memories on yesterday. I hope you all even reminisced about some of the good times from the past, of people who may not be in your life anymore, of just those good times. I remember going to grandma's house and the whole family, exes, everybody was welcome. Everything was closed, so it wasn't nothing to do but go over family's house and enjoy the holidays because that's where it was happening. The food, the fun, the family, the drinking, the arguments, the contentions, everything, but it was a day we spent together. I don't want to downplay the holidays. I know they can be rough for a lot of people. I've experienced this for myself. Once upon a time, when I first moved to Florida, here, I didn't know anybody. I didn't know a soul, and I'm a holiday person. I love Christmas. My birthday is December 20th, so it's 5 days beforehand. So it's just in me. But when I got here, I didn't have anybody to spend time with. I didn't have anybody to talk to. I ain't had no money for no tree, no lights, none of that. But I decided instead of getting really sad to think about what it was that I did at home and when I was with my family, and I did that with myself. So I went and made me a meal. Wasn't the biggest meal, but the smells brought back those memories. The taste made me remember, ooh, my granny taught me this and I could still burn. And then I even went and just bought 2 poinsettias, and that was enough for me. That like lifted my spirits. It let me know that um, it reminded me of being mindful where you are and enjoying that place, even in the hard times. Those places, we forget that we have to remember that this space we're in, the place we live, the time frame of where we are, we're supposed to enjoy it or find some joy in it, because there is a purpose to this place where you are right now. It's not just to break your heart, bring you down. It's something for you to get out of this. And once we start comprehending that, those challenges, those times of pressure and tests and trials won't come and just knock you all the way off your game. It might make you stumble. It might catch you off guard. It might throw you for a loop, but not all the way off your game. It'll allow you to be mindful, like, dang, yeah, ooh, yeah, this was rough, but I still have a purpose. I'm still living. I'm still here. So what can I do? I want to send a shout out to people who've lost loved ones around this time. I know people personally who have, and at this time, you just don't know how, what, when to do it. It don't seem like there's no hope, but I'm challenging you. Do something to make that legacy live on. Make sure you laughing at those memories that happened when they were here. Make sure you're reminiscing on that more often than on, oh my God, I don't have them anymore, because that get hard. But remember why they were put in your life. Remember the purpose and the seeds they sowed um, in your life. Remember those laughing moments. Let that be the memory, not so much as that, damn, I just don't have them here tangibly with me anymore, but what was sold into my heart, what was sold in my mind, what was sold into my spirit, what was sold that will go with me for the rest of my life. I mean, when I say sold, SOWED, sold, poured into you. So this is what I'm challenging you to do today, and it's hard. I've seen this thing take this loneliness and missing people, especially around the holidays, take people out. I mean, I lost an aunt to suicide because she was so hurt, and it bothered me. That still breaks my heart. But in the meantime, I remember the rides to the beach. I remember the smiles. I remember her showing up at every event. And that can make you miss her, but it makes me want to show up because she did. It makes me want to be there for people like she did because she was such a sweetheart. So that's what I'm challenging you to do today. Find the laughs. When I think about my nephew who was murdered, that's something that can decrepitate you. That's something that can break you. But when I say my baby made so many of us smile, I mean burst out laughing till it's not, we miss him, but it's not such a griefful, heavy thing anymore. It's like, man, that little boy know he can make you laugh. And he wasn't little, this is my nephew, but we remember that more often than not. Yes, the grief will still come. That's just a part of life. And whether you know it or not, that's something that every single person on this whole entire earth, I don't care what nationality, what color, what creed, where you come from, where you was born, how much money you got, we all have grief in common. But grief was never, never, ever meant to consume and hold you in that dark and harmful place. Weeping endures for a night, but joy comes in the morning. The weeping is not just figurative tears all the time. It's our trials, it's our tests, it's how we endure, it's how we persevere. So I'm challenging you today. Persevere like a winner. Smile even though you're hurting, because when you start to smile and the hurt tends to dissipate. When you start to remember the good times, the sad begins to get smaller and smaller. It's something about, that smiling through some tears. That's a beautiful thing, and it's an emotion, and it's a feeling, and it's something that I wish on all of you. I hope every single person who's crying right now will have a gut wrenching, stomach hurting, laugh out loud moment that changes your whole day. It's nothing like it. If you're around people who not making you smile, get around somebody who you know gonna lift up your spirits. Find you something funny, old or new on TV that's gonna make you smile. Find a podcast of somebody that's gonna make you just bust out laughing. Do something to ignite that inner emotion, that inner feeling. Laughter is good for the soul. Laughter lifts those heavy burdens, and that's word. That's something that I have to rely on. I love to laugh. I would rather laugh every day of my life than be sad for a moment, even though I have moments to be sad about. Yes, it's just an experience, but I am learning to make those instances of hurt, of grief, of hard times be the minuscule, and my happiness to be the bigger picture. And in doing that, when those hard times come, they don't tend to last or linger so long because we're in a right mindset, right mind frame to make better choices. So I'm challenging you today. If you've lost loved ones, if you miss people who aren't there with you anymore, do something to make their legacy live on. We're still living for that reason. You're still alive for that purpose. Don't ever feel like you gotta go to because they left. You're here to make sure that whatever they started, you continue. When that baton is passed, once they're gone, man, I'm telling you, it's your job now. We can't look to what everybody else did. It's on you. That's why we set these goals. That's why we go forward with our personal development. That's part of making us. Losing out and missing somebody makes us even better because we've had that whatever, like for instance, my grandmother poured into me. I can now pour it into my children. I can pour it into my grandchildren. And that lasts for generations to generations. If you're still here, you're that generation who can pass it to the next. Pass that baton like a pro. Pass it with a smile on your face and in your heart. And I challenge you all, do it. just do it. Just smile for no reason. You deserve it. You deserve for your heart to be uplifted. You deserve to be in a place of peace, even though you hurt. It'll confuse people, but it'll make people want to know how. How do you do that? And you just tell them it ain't nothing but God, because He is truly keeping me, because that's all it ever is. So my prayer for you today is that God keeps you, your heart, your mind, your soul, your spirit, and that you smile and you remember those good times. So I am sending my heart out to you all. I hope this encouraged and empowered somebody today. Know that you must know your worth. Know that if you're still here, that life is still in you. It's still a reason for you to be here, and you must find it. If you don't know, if you haven't figured that out yet, hit me up. I'm giving away free one question. I'm gonna do a question and post on Instagram. Ask me those questions. I'll give you some some feedback on how to do that. But again, it's your girl Shannon Owens, personal development coach. Happy holidays to you all. Listen to some old school music. That's what I'm doing. I love me some old school that lifts me up. Find you something that makes you happy when nobody else can do it for you. Remember what puts you in that place of peace. If it's taking a bath with the door closed, with a candle lit and some music playing, go do what you need to do. If it's going to play some golf, go play you some golf. If it's whatever you need to do to find that place to get to your happy place, find it. I'm challenging you. Stay there. Do not let this time get you down, because it's a setup, it's a distraction, and it's something to keep you from living your best life. So know that you must know your worth. Know that you're here for a reason. Know that you have a purpose. Know that you are allowed to grieve. It's a real thing, but you are also allowed to have some joy and bring a spark to whatever it is that's missing. You're being called out. You do it. Have a great day. Follow your girl Shannon Owens, personal development coach, on Instagram and Facebook. And subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to that little box in the corner. Subscribe. Gonna have some big things going. And get my new book. I got a copy of it somewhere around here, but get my new book. Shannon, it's called Know Your Worth Priceless, and I am so excited about that. And it's on sale right now, so get it today. It's 25% off, and it'll be on sale till Monday. So get it. Share your feedback with me. I love to hear. This is my gift to you. I've poured out my heart, hoping to encourage and make life a little bit easier for you. So much love again, guys. Have a great day. I will see you on Sunday, and just know that somebody's thinking about you. Somebody wants the best for you. Have a good one.